There's a level of discipline so rare, so unnatural, that when people see it, they don't feel inspired. They feel uncomfortable, because it forces them to face something terrifying, that you are doing what they refuse to do. Have you ever met someone like that? The person who wakes up at the same time every day, who trains even when they're tired, who works even when they don't feel motivated. They don't disappear after 2 weeks. They don't take a break. They don't start over every Monday. They just continue. And people look at them and whisper, "That's not normal." But what if I told you that level of consistency is not talent? It's not genetics. It's not even motivation. It's an ancient system created by Zen monks in Japan. A practice so powerful it turns discipline into something automatic. They called it Guji, the habit that perpetuates itself, a routine so deeply rooted that it keeps going even when you don't want it to. And once you understand it, you will never break a goal again. But there's a catch. This system isn't for everyone, because it requires you to kill a part of yourself, a part you didn't even know existed. But before I show you how it works, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment the habit you most want to build in your life. Let's begin. The story I'm about to tell you happened to a programmer named Raphael. Raphael was intelligent. He had a good job, a decent life. From the outside, everything looked fine. But inside, he was losing a war, not against other people, against himself. Raphael couldn't stick to anything, not for long. Gym, he'd go hard for 2 weeks, then disappear. Meditation, 1 week, then nothing. Reading, he'd buy a book, read 3 pages, then it would rot in a drawer like a dead dream. The pattern was always the same. Monday, unstoppable motivation. Wednesday, the first mental negotiation. Friday, complete surrender. Sunday, guilt and promises about next week. Raphael tried everything. Habit tracking apps, rewards, accountability partners, motivational videos at 2 a.m. Nothing worked. And the reason was simple. Raphael wasn't weak. He wasn't lazy. He was fighting something far deeper. Something he couldn't even imagine. The very architecture of his brain. One night, Raphael sat alone in his apartment. The glow of his laptop reflected in his tired eyes. He opened a folder. Inside were hundreds of plans, workout schedules, productivity systems, diet routines, all unfinished, all abandoned. And suddenly, he whispered, "What is wrong with me?" That's when he realized something horrifying. His problem wasn't starting. His problem was continuing. He didn't lack motivation. He lacked identity. Every habit he tried was something he did, not something he was. And deep down, his brain knew it. So the moment discomfort arrived, the brain pulled the emergency lever. Stop, rest, escape, because your brain does not care about your goals. Your brain cares about survival. Comfort is survival. Consistency is threat. Discipline is danger. So every time Raphael tried to change, his mind treated it like an invasion. And that's why he always collapsed. Until one day, something strange happened. Raphael was walking home when he noticed an old man sitting outside a small Japanese cultural center. The man was calm, still, almost unreal. Raphael didn't know why, but he sat down beside him. Minutes passed in silence. Then the old man spoke. "You suffer because you rely on fire." Raphael blinked. "What?" The man smiled. "Motivation is fire. It burns bright, then dies." Raphael felt exposed. The man continued, "In Zen, we do not depend on fire. We build stone." Raphael leaned closer. "What does that mean?" The old man looked at him and said one word, "Guji," the practice that continues even when you don't want it. Raphael frowned. "So discipline?" The monk shook his head. "No, discipline is force. Guji is inevitability." That word hit Raphael like lightning. Inevitability. Not trying, not wishing, not forcing, but becoming unavoidable. The monk explained. Most people build habits like projects. They start with excitement. They stop when it gets hard. But Guji is different. Guji is built like breathing. Small, automatic, Non-negotiable. The monk said, "Do not aim for transformation. Aim for permanence." Raphael asked, "How?" The monk held up one finger. One action. One time. Every day. Even if it's small. Even if it's pathetic. Even if it feels meaningless. Because the goal is not progress. The goal is continuity. The monk told him, "If you read one page every day, you become a reader. If you do one push-up every day, you become someone who trains. If you meditate 1 minute every day, you become someone who returns." Guji is not about intensity. It is about identity repetition. Then the monk said something Raphael didn't expect. "If you want Guji, you must kill the version of you that negotiates." Raphael froze. "Kill?" The monk explained. "The weak self isn't the one that fails. It's the one that talks. The one that says, 'Maybe tomorrow. You deserve rest.' One day won't matter. Guji requires silence. No debate. No mood. No excuses. Just action. Because the disciplined person is terrifying for one reason. They do not ask themselves how they feel. They do not bargain with comfort. They move. Not with a massive routine. Not with a perfect plan. Just one rule. One daily action. No matter what. Day 1, 1 push-up. Day 2, 1 page. Day 3, 1 minute of silence. At first, it felt stupid. Too small. Too easy. But then something happened. The habit began to perpetuate itself. 1 push-up became 5. 1 page became 10. 1 minute became 20. Not because Raphael forced it, but because Guji was alive now. The practice continued. The chain became sacred. And slowly, Raphael became the person he once feared. Unstoppable. Not because he was superhuman, but because he was consistent. Final message. The discipline that makes people fear you. So here's the truth. People don't fear discipline. They fear inevitability. They fear someone who doesn't stop. Someone who doesn't need motivation. Someone who has killed the negotiator inside. And you can become that person. Not through intensity, but through Guji. One action. Every day. Forever. So ask yourself, what is the smallest habit you can do daily? That proves you are becoming someone new. Start today. And never break the chain. Because once Guji begins, it does not stop.